Alrighty, now we're going to learn to play Dragon Keeper. Let me update the stream title real fast, and then I will start explaining. Doesn't take me very long to update the stream title, I don't think. Dragon Keeper. Dungeon. Stream is updated. Okay, so in this game, first of all, this has an interesting 3D interface. You can do it with the mouse or with those tool things I was dragging over there. The box and the lid are all part of this game, so you set it up and do a 3-level dungeon, which is really cool physically. I've not seen this game in a physical copy. All of these little things here, I'm really not a big fan of the 3D, so I'm going to just switch it back to 2D. It makes it easier for me to see the tiles, but I lose out on a lot of the really coolness of this game. By all means, play it however you want. I'm just going to show you how to play now. On this game, or in this game, whatever, you always get to do the exact same 2 actions. You choose one tile in the row that you're in to take for yourself. So say I decide to pick this tile. I go over, I add it to my collection, and then I have to now go in a column vertically and pick one card to give to my opponent. If I pick a low value card, it just goes to him. But if I pick a value card of 3 or higher, when I give him that card, I get a bonus gold as a treasure. I win a treasure for giving him a valuable card. Here's the thing though, at the end of the game, you're going to be tallying up the value of all of your tiles and seeing who has the most. So if you keep giving away all the best tiles, sure, you're going to have the most gold, but you're probably going to have lost. You've given your opponent too much of an advantage. Alright, there's more to do than just that though. Let's talk about all the special abilities that can happen. Okay, I guess I should finish the gold thing while I'm on it. One reason that you might be doing the gold early is by trying to rush the end of the round. Down here you'll see 1 to 5, 6 to 8, and 9 on these little fire breaths. And this hover over tells you at the end of each level a number of treasure tokens has to be paid. You're paying tribute to the dragon based on the number of remaining treasure tiles. If you manage to have taken every single tile on the board, then yay, no treasure, nothing needs to be paid. But if there are 1 to 5 tiles left, you have to pay 1, 2 for more, 3 for a lot of tiles left on the board, and that means that your opponent or you were left with no actions to be able to finish out the take 1 on the left and right and then give 1 on the up and down. That's when the round ends and goes to the next dungeon level. Another thing that's important are these special tiles, which we're about to go over. If your opponent ever goes to negative gold, they didn't have enough gold to pay the tribute, they lose immediately. So you can potentially end the game really quickly, have enough gold, and not care about the tiles they got. So over here it shows you the special actions. The first one is the staircase, and it's always right here in the very middle. Whoever owns this when you go to this next level will be the first player. We have, if that's not valid, then it just alternates, I believe. The next up is this secret passage. This is a 1-cost card with a special little symbol. So here is a 1-cost card that does not have that symbol. Here's a 1-cost card that does. So when you hover over it, it shows secret passage. It's got like a little staircase there. This allows you to, after you have given away a tile to your opponent, discard this tile to do an additional directional move left to right and take a tile from this new row. The new tile action is not performed if it's a special tile. But let's say I really wanted this 5 up here. I could go take this secret passage tile. I could go up here and let him have this. I'll talk about the 2 in a second. That was a special tile. And then I can use my special action to discard my 1 and take this 5 instead. Now my 1 has disappeared, but I have gained this 5 instead. Very nice. Well, that's interesting visually. Oh, I was going to say it's just hovering over to show me the stack. I wondered why it wasn't in the pile where it belonged. Then he can demo this 3 for me since I left him no option. The 3 is a prisoner exchange. You, after taking this tile, can exchange it with one of your opponent's top tiles. So my ones in danger are this 5, this 3, and this 4. So if he takes that 3, which he's going to be forced to no matter what whenever he wakes up, I'm going to poke him. I don't think he's paying attention. Oh, there he goes. Then he can use that special action to exchange his 3 for one of mine. And in this case, he's going to, yeah, he picked my 5. He picked my highest value tile and took it away from me and gave me a 3 in exchange. And then he gets to give me something else. Alrighty, we skipped over the 2, so we're going to do that next. The 2 is release. At the end of the game, after your highest stack has been discarded, so it's possible you've already lost this. If you haven't, if you still have this tile, you will discard the tile to get rid of an original guild tile if advantageous, which it typically will be. Now, I haven't talked about the guild yet. Each player has a guild tile. I don't know what his color is, but I know what mine is. Mine is blue. At the end of the game, blue cards are not worth points to me. They're worth negative points instead. But I can take this 2, and this is actually really effective to have a blue, my guild tile, release tile. Because then, let's say I have a blue 4 or 5 or something in here. As long as I didn't have more blue than everything else, I will first discard the 2, then discard my 4 or 5, whatever I had that was my highest value blue, and both of them will not be scored, because they're gone now. Perfect, right? Yay! Alrighty. I need him to do something for me. Come on, just take an action and get it back to me so I can talk about the 4, the very final tile. Alrighty, good. He's lined me up for the 4. Good man. The final type of special tile is this 4, this remote trap. Now I'm going to take this one because it's going to end the round and show you what that looks like. So I'm going to take this remote trap and take its special action. The special action for remote trap was discard the tile to take any tile on the special level. So I'm going to discard my 4 yellow, but I can turn it into, say, this 5 red. I could also use this to get rid of tiles and trap my opponent into a no-win situation. Now, since I could not go vertically, all the tiles were gone, we start the second level. Nobody had that special floor tile, so it had to pick based on the previous round. He had went first, so now I get to go first. I think that's how it's picked. I will not promise that, but you just continue play like that until you've done all 3 levels of the dungeon. Then the stack that you have the most tiles in, right now it's my reds, you throw that entire stack out of the game, it will not score. If that stack happened to be the color of your guild, you also throw out your second highest stack. If you have stacks that are tied, I have 2 tiles stacks that are 5 each, I get to look at them and decide which one to get rid of. And I'll get rid of the one that has less value in it or less effectiveness in it. Maybe there were some release tiles or something I wanted access to. Then you add up all of the value of every remaining tile in the other 4 stacks, taking negatives for your guild's color, and get your score. The only remaining thing is the gold. The player with the most gold gets a 2-point bonus. Whoever has the most wins. That is all you need to know to be able to start playing Dragon Keeper, the dungeon. Hope you've enjoyed. I'm willing to play this game with anyone if you'd like to send me an invite and learn.